I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work. Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Pass to Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. Oh. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
SGA good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Maxey on the wing. Davis a screen. Maxey attacking. Clock at 6. Markkanen for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Now here's Maxey. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Banchero. All alone. And that one comes up a bit short.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Here's nice. Big finish. Man.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Maxey. George outside. They get it back. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
What determination on the boards. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Maxey, here we go. Ooh, poked away. Outside for Davis. Three-pointer. The rebound by Turner. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Turner. The Knicks with the rebound.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Nice D from Bridges. Charlotte trailing. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Davis a screen. Conley on the attack. Outside Anunoby. Bridges outside. .29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or he'll call.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
And then Turner with the dunk.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Davis a screen. Here's Conley. Blocked!
Bridges' defense is so important to this team. He gives you some rim protection from the wing.
Here's SGA. That's a nice defense there to end the quarter. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
Pass to Davis. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I tried hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Right side, Maxey. Davis a screen for three. New York again can't hit. The Hornets with the lead. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's George. Here he goes. Davis hits.
Boy, George is an outstanding player. Actually, one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
And there's the screen. Mathurin with the ball. Beal outside. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. And it's Mathurin missing.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him. Oh, man.
Oh,
What a punch that was.
bad intentions.
Wow. The athleticism of Maxey. Impressive.
Outside Matherin. Inside. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Back to Matherin. This one for three. And it's New York with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Davis, a screen. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That's on Mo Wagner.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He misses the free throw. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Prince. Achua with a screen. Now here's Nembhard. Knocks down the long J. Nembhard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now SGA. He's got 6. 24 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And it's Wagner missing. The Knicks with the lead. Nembhard outside. George sets a screen. Pass to Achua. Wagner with a steal. Up in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front, up 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here is Maxey. Into the lane. Here's Davis. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's SGA. It's Beal on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Hits the three-pointer. Beal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Wagner with a screen. To the inside. The shake. And the layup is up and in. And now a 3-point Charlotte lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
On the attack, SGA. Yes, it's good. SGA's got 8 points.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Maxey. Here's Davis. Left side Maxey. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Davis a screen. New York again can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the middle. Here's Turner. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The 3 from Prince. The next rebound. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's New York with it. It's a 5-point game. 6 to shoot. It's Prince on the wing. The 3 ball. No good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, BA. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
Nice shot by George.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Here's Smart. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Shots good. SGA making the play. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Brian, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. And Caro, no good. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Davis. Pass to Prince. Davis a screen. Here's Prince. Still without a bucket. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Number 20, foul.
The Hornets with a lead. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Pass to Davis. Back to Horford. Over Banchero. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
36.
Charlotte.
The Knicks. 32.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's SGA. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
You know, if you're going to foul Davis, you better make it a hard one. KD is so strong.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. Charlotte leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Fires the 3. SGA knocks down a 3.
Outside, inside, in between, doesn't matter. SGA is lethal. Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to Bridges. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Maxey.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
And here's SGA outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Pass to Davis. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Hornets leading by 6. Outside, SGA. And perfection right through the net. SGA's got 5 points now this quarter.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. 17-footer on the way. Davis pulls it down. Knicks trail by 8. George fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Well, things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Good for 2.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Maxey. And Turner with the block.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
Cash it in.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
George outside. And Turner with the block.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Gilgeous-Alexander. George with a steal. Anunoby buries it from outside.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Markkanen sets a screen. Maxey. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hornets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Some solid defense from Maxey. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 19.
Well, what a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish.